Hello, everybody. It's Bill's That College Football Guy. Another video, part 3 in the series. Y'all get to make fun of me. My predictions recap, accountability, holding myself accountable. Going back through these predictions I made the preseason, game by game. Going back over, see which ones I got right, which ones I got wrong. And we're talking about the Big Ten. All 18 schools is the biggest one here, so shall we get into this? All right. First off, alphabetical order. First school up is Illinois, the Fighting Illini. I had them going 6-6 on the year with losses to Nebraska, Penn State, Michigan, Oregon, Rutgers, and Northwestern. Well, what did I get wrong? Well, I had them losing to Nebraska. They won. Got that wrong. I had them losing to Michigan. They won. Got that wrong. I had them beating Minnesota. They lost. Got that wrong. I had them losing the last 2 weeks of the year to Rutgers and Northwestern, and they beat them both. So I got those both wrong. So I went 7-5, predicting Illinois' schedule. The Indiana Hoosiers. Oh, I really judged these guys wrong. I had them going 4-8. So I had their losses to UCLA, Maryland, Northwestern, Nebraska, Washington, Michigan State, Michigan, and Ohio State. Well, I got the loss to Ohio State right. Problem is, those other 7 losses to UCLA, Maryland, Northwestern, Nebraska, Washington, Michigan State, and Michigan, got every single one of those wrong. Because they went 11-1, so I went 5-7 picking the Indiana Hoosiers. Stuck up the joint. Iowa, the Hawkeyes, I had them going 8-4 with losses to Minnesota, Ohio State, Michigan State, and UCLA. What games did I get wrong? I had them beating Iowa State. They lost. Got them wrong. I had them losing to Minnesota. They won. Got that wrong. I got everything else right. So I went 10-2 picking the Hawkeyes. The Maryland Terrapins had them going 7-5 with losses to USC, Minnesota, Oregon, Iowa, and Penn State. How did I do? Well, I had them beating Michigan State. They lost. Got that wrong. I had them beating Indiana. They lost. Got that wrong. I had them beating Northwestern out of the bye. Lost. Got that wrong. I had them losing to USC. They won. Got that wrong. I had them beating Rutgers. They lost. I got that wrong. So 7-5 picking Maryland. The Michigan Wolverines. I had them going 9-3 on the year with their 4 losses to Texas, Oregon. Hold on. Yeah, 9-3, yeah. 3 losses to Texas, Oregon, and Ohio State. So what games did I get wrong? Well, I had them beating Washington. They lost. Got that wrong. I had them coming out of the bye and beating Illinois. They lost. Got that wrong. I had them beating Indiana. They lost. Got that wrong. I had them losing to Ohio State at the end of the year like everybody else did, and they won. What the hell? Got that wrong. So I went 8-4 picking Michigan. Michigan State, I had them going 7-5. With losses to Maryland, Ohio State, Oregon, Michigan, and Illinois. How'd I do? I had them losing to Maryland. They won. Got that wrong. I had them beating Boston College. They lost. Got that wrong. I had them beating Indiana. They lost. Got that wrong. I had them beating Rutgers. They lost. Got that wrong. So I went 8-4 picking Michigan State. Oh, boy. The Minnesota Golden Gophers. Had them going 5-7. 7 losses to Michigan, USC, UCLA, Illinois, Rutgers, Penn State, and Wisconsin. Yeah, losing in the first 4 games and then losing 7 of their last 8. Didn't work out that way. I had them beating North Carolina. They lost. Got that wrong. Had them beating Iowa. They lost. Got that wrong. I had them in back-to-back weeks losing to USC and UCLA. They beat them both. Got those wrong. I had them losing to Illinois. They won. Got that wrong. I had them losing to Wisconsin. They won. Got that wrong. So I went 6-6 picking Minnesota. The Nebraska Cornhuskers. Had them going 7-5 with losses to Colorado, Ohio State, UCLA, USC, and Iowa. So what did I get wrong? Well, I had them losing to Colorado. They won. Got that wrong. I had them beating Illinois. They lost. Got that wrong. I had them beating Indiana. They lost. Got that wrong. I went 9-3 picking Nebraska. Not too bad. Northwestern Wildcats, I had them going 5-7. 7 losses to Washington, Maryland, Wisconsin, Iowa, Ohio State, and Michigan. Hold on, I'm missing a game here. I'm going 6-6, not 5-7. Yeah, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I wrote this thing wrong at the top of the season. It was 6-6. I wrote it wrong my preseason. I doubted myself. So then I had 6 losses. It was Washington, Maryland, Wisconsin, Iowa, Ohio State, and Michigan. So what did I get wrong besides doing the more damn totals? How about I had them beating Duke? They lost. Got that wrong. I had them beating Indiana. They lost. Got that wrong. I had them losing to Maryland. They won. Got that wrong. I had them beating Illinois to end the year. They lost. Got that wrong. So they went 8-4 in the season. The Ohio State Buckeyes, I had them going undefeated. They won every game. What 2 games did I get wrong? Well, the losses to Oregon and Michigan. I got both of those wrong. So I went 10-2 picking Ohio State. Speaking of Oregon, I had them going 11-1 with their only loss to Ohio State. That was the game I got wrong. So I went 11-1 picking Oregon. Penn State, I had them going 10-2 with losses to USC and Ohio State. What did I get wrong? The loss to USC. They won that. Got that wrong. So I went 11-1 picking Penn State's schedule. Purdue Boilermakers, I had them going 3-9. Those 9 losses were to Notre Dame, Oregon State, Wisconsin, Illinois, Oregon, Ohio State, Penn State, Michigan State, and Indiana. So what games did I get wrong? Well, I had them, first off, I had them beating Nebraska. I don't know why I was thinking that. I thought they would have caught them flat-footed. Well, they lost. Got that wrong. I had them beating Northwestern. They lost. Got that wrong. I got everything else right. So I had them going 10-2 for Purdue. The Purdue Dews. The Rutgers Scarlet Knights, I had them going 6-6. So where did I go wrong here? Well, I had them losing first off to Virginia Tech, Nebraska, Wisconsin, USC, Maryland, and Michigan State. Well, I had them losing to Virginia Tech. They won. Got that wrong. I had them beating UCLA. They lost. Got that wrong. I had them losing to Maryland. They won. Got that wrong. Had them beating Illinois. They lost. Got that wrong. I had them losing to Michigan State. They won. Got that wrong. So I went 7-5 picking Rutgers. The UCLA Bruins, I had them going 6-6 with losses to LSU, Oregon, Penn State, Rutgers, Washington, and USC. How did I do there? Well, I had them beating Indiana. They lost. Got that wrong. I had them beating Minnesota. They lost. Got that wrong. I had them losing to Rutgers. They won. Got that wrong. So I went 9-3 picking UCLA's schedule. USC. I thought USC was going to actually play defense and go 10-2. Yeah, silly, stupid me. All right. Those 2 losses were to LSU in Vegas and to Michigan. What did I do wrong? Well, I had them losing to LSU. They won. Got that wrong. I had them 3 consecutive wins beating Minnesota, Penn State, and Maryland. They lost all 3, so I got all 3 of those wrong. I had them beating Washington. They lost. Got that wrong. I had them beating Notre Dame. I thought they were actually going to beat Notre Dame at home. They lost. Got that wrong. So I went 6-6 picking USC. 2 to go, folks. Washington Huskies. I had them going 6-6, losing to Rutgers, Michigan, and Iowa, along with USC, Penn State, and Oregon. What did I get wrong? Well, I had them beating Washington State. They lost. Got that wrong. Oh, that one's a fun one. I had them losing to Michigan. They won. Got that wrong. I had them beating Indiana. They lost. Got that wrong. I had them losing to USC. They won. Got that wrong. So I went 8-4 picking Washington. Wisconsin Badgers, I had them going 6-6. This was the one I thought I had, and I was so mad at myself. I had them losing 6-6, losing to Bama, SC, Penn State, Iowa, Oregon, and Nebraska. Game, win. 11 games, 11 wins. Had them beating Minnesota. They lost. I got that wrong. So I went 11-1 picking Wisconsin. No 12-0s yet. So how did I do? Well, this one I went 144-72 out of 216 games. 66.7%, exactly 2/3. So better than the previous 2, but I still lost a lot, and I know you're going to make fun of me. So why don't you just go ahead and do that down in the comments. So thanks everybody for watching this one. If you haven't done it already, do me a favor, smash the like button, hit the thumbs up, helps the algorithm of video be seen by more people. Comment on the video. Let me know where I screwed up. You already know I did my losses. You're going to make fun of me, and I know you are. Share the video. Subscribe if you'd like to. If you want to follow me on X, the link is in the description. Part 4 is next. That's the SEC. Here we go again. So thanks, everybody, for watching and enduring this with me. And you're making fun of me. Thanks, everybody. Enjoy yourself, and please be good to each other.